how do we become our true authentic self in the world without having to compromise our own authenticity, values, and our strength, our inner power, and our inner truth? Because it's very difficult to do that, to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna listen to society, to my parents, to even what my mind sometimes says about who I am, what my past says about who I am, the degrees I've achieved, right? Or the jobs I've worked, or the job that I work right now, or any roles in my life, right? So it's like when you're born into the world, you get put into like a role of a child, of son or daughter, or grandson or granddaughter, and society will tell you this is who you are, and you start acting from that perspective in the world, and you forget who you are. And life is all about finding your authenticity and going by that in their compass and making decisions from that point, instead of always wondering and being like, well, this person told me I should be this, then I'm gonna be doing that. It's like, no, what do I want to do, Okay, my parents want me to be a doctor or like all of these, lawyer, whatever, right? But what do I want to do in the world? What do I want to share? What is my purpose, right? So like being truly authentic to ourselves is not easy, because you have to go against the grain, and any person who goes a little bit against the grain is viewed as weird, or like all of these stereotypes will be assigned to them. And we don't want to be outcasted from the world and from society, and it's almost like a self-protective mechanism to conform to the society we live in and to the beliefs of our parents or our siblings or our neighbors or colleagues. And it's very difficult to know who you are sometimes if you're in the wrong environment, especially. Like, let's say you're not a person who likes to drink, you're like very sensitive person, but you keep constantly hanging out with people who drink all the time, and then you think that's who you are, and inside of you you're like, no, that's not me, right? Or like, we can talk about this about any situation in life, and it's been a really long process for me to understand myself on such a deep level that I do today. And I want to share with you guys a few processes that I learned that have helped me to get to know who Christina is, because to know thyself is to know God, right? And you can't like go through life not being aware, because then you'll wake up, right, maybe 50 years from now on your deathbed and really feel like you haven't achieved your purpose here on earth. So part of our purpose is to know who we are, and it's really a lifelong journey, and you can't, like, what I knew about myself 10 years ago doesn't even compare to what I know about myself today. Thank God, because now I am so reassured every day by my own inner truth that I'm on the right path, that, I can keep going. I feel like a sense of peace and inner knowing about my life and how it's going to unfold. And even if I don't know exactly, I enjoy the surprises that come my way. And before, it used to be very challenging to know, okay, why am I here? Like every day I kept asking, like, what is my purpose? I just have so many questions about, like, why am I unhappy? Like, what do I like? I had no idea about what like food I liked, or so like a lot of it comes through experiencing different things. Like recently I was on a flight from Costa Rica, and there was a person from my trip that was on the same flight as me, and we were talking at the airport, and he was telling me how like, oh, he like tried all these different things before he figured out who he was and what he wanted to do in his life. And like that's what we all go through, right? You like, if you're a girl, you're gonna dye your hair like 10 times different colors and to find out what do I even like, or who am I, right? It's like we try all these looks, we try all these like careers and avenues and paths and jobs and relationships, and you're like, oh, here no, oh no, here no, oh no. It's like a lot of it is like you get hit with a dead end a lot of the times in life. You're like, okay, this business, oh no, this business model, oh no. um yeah, just it's a lot of like, you know how that chart of success is like up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like sometimes you take 3 steps forward, 4 steps back, 1 step forward, 1 step back, all of these things, right? So it's like you have to accommodate for the learning process and be patient and kind with yourself. And the more you're like, okay, is this me? Should I go to college and get a degree? And you try it and you're like, oh no. You can like readjust and not have to feel like you're stuck in any way when you give yourself permission to change. And change is scary for us, I think, human beings. But change is the only constant in our lives. So it's good to practice change. I am a Leo by sun, and I think that's a more, I forget what the word is exactly, but it's like more like stable sign. It's not the one that likes change too much. So, oh, I think it's a fixed sign. I don't know. In sidereal, I'm a Cancer, so I don't know exactly how that's different. But pretty much, I would prefer to eat like similar foods every day. I like to go to similar coffee shops or similar places just because if I know that something's good, I would like to try it again and again and again. I prefer that over like trying 10 different restaurants. Like if I know like 2 or 3 of them are good, I'll maybe just go back and get something different just because I know they're good. And sometimes it's so scary to try something new, like even a new restaurant, because I'm like, okay, it says 4 stars on Yelp, but is it really really that good? Like, I don't know. Sometimes, you know, you trying something new and you get disappointed. You were like, you meet a new friend from somewhere and then they backstab you or something happens and you're like, oh no, maybe I should stop trusting people or trying new things. Or, you know, like when you get a change and it's scary. I mean, any change is scary, right? Even the good changes, even like you graduating college or like university and you get a new job or a new career, and now you have to like go put yourself out there and apply yourself, right? So it's like, it's a good change, but it's a scary change. Or like a new relationship that's so fun and exciting, but then it comes with like all these huge fears and insecurities that accompany and like are shedding light to your own inner shadow to heal it. So embracing change, embracing your physical changes, your inner changes emotionally, spiritually, you know, physically. In every word, like change is good, because like how boring would it be to like remain the same? Imagine a baby being born in the world, stays a baby forever. That's crazy. Doesn't, like, that's not a healthy thing, right? It's natural. Things have to evolve and transcend and die and be reborn and all of that, right? So accepting change within yourself and evolving with your life stages is when you get to know more and more of yourself. So yeah, that's how we become authentically ourselves, when we don't get bogged down by any roles or any societal roles that they place on us, and you're always curious about yourself, you're always inquiring, you're always learning more, you're experiencing life, and then you try new things, and then like if you really really don't like something, you're not going to do it again, right? But it's always good to try to evolve with life, and the more you get to know who you are, the more you get to experience and live out your life authentically you, and live your purpose here on earth. Because like you didn't come to just be born and die and like go through some life experiences for no reason. Like we're here to learn and to evolve and to help the world to heal. So if you feel today like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing on earth, I had this like feeling for a long time, and I was like, this is all I need to know. Like, what is my purpose? You know, I need to know deep within myself. And sometimes it takes like 28 years, 29 years to find more about your purpose. And even that's like the tip of the iceberg, right? There's like a whole world within ourselves, and like it's gonna take millions of lifetimes to really get to know you. So be patient with yourself, love yourself, be kind, and keep doing the work, and you'll get there. And yeah, every day is a new opportunity to just be yourself even more. And I thank you for being you, because nobody else is gonna do your job in the world, right? We all are unique beings. And I thank you for being on earth, on Mother Gaia. I love you guys. Namaste, bye bye.